JSE Limited is the largest stock exchange in Africa. It is situated at the corner of Maude Street and Gwen Lane in Sandton, Johannesburg, South Africa. In 2003 the JSE had an estimated 472 listed companies and a market capitalization of $182.6 billion, as well as an average monthly traded value of $6.399 billion. As of December 31, 2013, the market capitalization of the JSE was at $1,007 billion. History: the discovery of gold on the Witwatersrand in 1886 led to many mining and financial companies opening, and a need soon arose for a stock exchange. The Johannesburg Exchange and Chambers Company was established by a London businessman, Benjamin Miners Willan, and housed at the corner of Commissioner and Simmons Streets. Out of this the JSE was born on November 8, 1887. By 1890 the trading hall became too small and had to be rebuilt, but this too was outgrown. Trading then moved into the street. The mining commissioner closed off Simmons Street between Market Square and Commissioner Street by means of chains. In 1903, a new building was built for the JSE on Hollard Street. It was a story building that took up an entire whole city block bounded by Fox and Main, Hollard and Sour Streets. After World War II, it became apparent that this building was again inadequate, and in 1947 the decision was made to rebuild the stock exchange. It took 11 years before construction began, and in February 1961 the second exchange at Hollard Street was officially opened. By 1963, the JSE became a member of the Fédération Internationale Bourses de Valeurs. In 1978, the JSE took up residence at 17 Diagonal Street near Kirk Street, Johannesburg. 1993 saw the JSE become an active member of the African Stock Exchanges Association. After 108 years, the open outcry system of trading was changed to an electronic system on June 7, 1996. In September 2000, the Johannesburg Securities Exchange moved to its present location in Sandton, Gauteng, and changed its official name to the JSE Securities Exchange. In 2001 an agreement was struck with the London Stock Exchange enabling cross-dealing between the two bourses and replacing the JSE's trading system with that of the LSE. In 2009 the JSE acquired the Bond Exchange of South Africa for $240 million and rebranded it the JSE Debt Market, adding South African government and corporate bonds as well as interest rate derivatives to its product set. On June 18, 2012, the JSE became a founding member of the United Nations Sustainable Stock Exchanges Initiative on the eve of the United Nations Conference on Sustainable Development. On April 14, 2014, the JSE rebranded to demonstrates the bourse's identity as a modern African marketplace that connects investors to growth opportunities not only in South Africa but globally. About the JSE provides a market where securities can be traded freely under a regulated procedure. It not only channels funds into the economy, but also provides investors with returns on investments in the form of dividends. The exchange successfully fulfills its main function the raising of primary capital by rechanneling cash resources into productive economic activity, thus building the economy while enhancing job opportunities and wealth creation. The exchange is directed by an honorary committee of 16 people, all with full voting rights. The elected stockbroking members, who cannot number less than 8 or more than 11, may appoint an executive president and 5 outside members to the committee. Policy decisions are made by the committee and carried out by a full-time executive committee headed by the executive president. The JSE is governed by its members, but through their use of JSE services and facilities, these members are also customers of the exchange. Although there is only one stock exchange in South Africa, the Stock Exchanges Control Act does allow for the existence and operation of more than one exchange. Each year the JSE must apply to the Minister of Finance for an operating license which vests external control of the exchange in the FSB. JSE Trad Elect The JSE's fully automated trading system is called the Millennium Exchange, which replaced the JSE Trad Elect system in 2012. Which in turn had replaced the JSE SETS system in April 2007, which had replaced the JSE JET system in May 2002. The change to the Millennium Exchange involved moving the platform from London to a new platform housed in the JSE building in Johannesburg, thus speeding up the execution of transactions. The JSE operates an order-driven, central order book trading system with opening, intraday and closing auctions. Sends equals. In August 1997, the JSE launched the real-time stock exchange news service to enhance market transparency and investor confidence. Initially, it was optional for listed companies to use the service during its 2-month trial period. From October 15, augmented JSE listing requirements oblige companies to disseminate any corporate news or price-sensitive information in the service prior to using any other media outlet. Sends is carried by all the major wire services. Since its inception over 10 years ago, JSE Limited has become the licensed South Africa's central securities depository for the electronic settlement of financial instruments in South Africa. JSE's stated core purpose is to mitigate risk, bring efficiencies to South African financial markets and improve its profile as an investment destination. JSE handles the settlement of a number of securities, including equities and bonds for the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, as well as a range of derivative products such as warrants, exchange-traded funds, retail notes and tracker funds. It has now added the settlement of money market securities to its portfolio of services. It provides services to issuers for their investors in terms of the Companies Act and Securities Services Act, 2004. Hours: JSE's normal trading sessions are from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on all weekdays except Saturdays, Sundays and holidays declared by the exchange in advance. Listed companies. Alternative Exchange. The Alternative Exchange is a stock exchange that was founded as a division of the JSE in order to accommodate small and medium-sized high-growth companies. Its website is accessible from the front page of the JSE's main website. The Alternative Exchange is known as AltX. Ownership. The bourse is operated by JSE Limited, a company that listed on its own main board in June 2006. Fees and taxes. Securities transfer tax 0.25%. Applies to share purchases only, not share sales. Straight 0.005459% based on the value of the share transactions, minimum are 10.92 for trades with a value up to 200,000. Maximum are 54.59 for trades with a value over 1 million. FSB Investor Protection Levy 0.0002% on all trades. See also, companies traded on the JSE, diamonds as an investment, gold as an investment, Investment Analysts Society of Southern Africa, South African Futures Exchange, List of stock exchanges, List of African stock exchanges. References. External links, official website, JSE Alternative Exchange official website.